Hi guys, this is Madhuri Varma and today I'm here to talk about the book Atomic Habits. This is my first ever vlog of a book summary, so I really hope that you like, share and subscribe so that I can come back to you with more books. I read this book Atomic Habits by James Clear as part of a reading group called readars.com. It's an initiative run by a friend and I'm really glad that he picked me out for his pilot batch because this book is life-altering, it is thought-provoking and it's mind-blowing. It puts across the simplest of ideas in the most simple manner that we already know but we tend to overlook in our day-to-day lives. The basic idea of the book is that you should look at getting better each day, at least 1% better, because in the end, constant efforts is what compound towards a bigger result. Okay, so for example, if an ice cube is kept on in the room, right, at 0 degrees Celsius, it won't melt, it will stay frozen. If let's say if you increase the temperature by 1 degree, nothing will happen. 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees, 5 degrees, the ice will suddenly start melting. But it is not that 5 degrees which is causing the ice to melt. It is that small increment of 1 degree each that is causing the ice to constantly mold itself to be able to melt at 5 degrees. So I hope you get the idea. Constantly get better, at least 1% better each day. Now, once that you are focused on getting 1% better each day, what are you actually working towards? Your goals, right? So habits are nothing but actions that you take to achieve some of your goals. The book suggests that instead of focusing on the end goal that you want to achieve, focus on the smaller systems around it which help you achieve that goal. For example, if my goal is to lose weight, okay, my systems could be the way that I eat, what my diet comprises of, how much I'm working out, whether I'm walking, what kind of sugar intake I have in my food, what is the fat content in my food, how much junk food I'm having. So basically those are the systems around which my actions rely. Those that actions then become habits and that ultimately leads to my goal. So instead of focusing on your end goal, focus on the system. Now, how do you work on the system? Is by trying to understand what kind of identity you're trying to build with those systems or with those habits. For example, if I have to lose weight, what is the identity that I'm trying to build? The identity that I'm trying to build is that I am a fit person or somebody who's concerned about her health. Now, automatically, my focus will shift from achieving that end goal of losing weight to focusing on how do I become a fit person? How do I have people perceive me as somebody who is concerned about her health? So, focusing on the identity that you build automatically impacts your actions, and that in turn affects your habits. Now, how do you work on these habits and how do you ensure that you build good habits and at the same time avoid the ones which are not so good? The book says that every action is actually started by a cue that is given. For example, if I'm sitting here doing a video, right? And I have my phone right next to me. If the phone automatically now beeps with a message, that's a cue for me which builds in a craving that I want to see what is that beep for. What notification have I gotten? Which app is it from? That's the craving that I have. So that craving is rewarded when I to take a response, to pick up my phone and look at the notification. That's the response I'm giving to my craving, and the reward is that I get to understand what app I have gotten the notification from, who has messaged me, what has happened, your watcher just subscribe to my channel, something of that sort. So basically every action starts with a cue, it results into a craving, the way that you respond results into a reward. Now, the cue, craving, response, and reward actually have a very huge impact on the way that good habits can be built and the bad ones can be avoided. Now, how do you do that? There are 4 laws of behavioral change that you can implement to build good habits and avoid the not so good ones. The first law is making your habits obvious. For example, The first thing that you can do to make them obvious is to point and call when you are going to do a particular habit. So for example, if I have to work out, I will say I will work out every day at 6 p.m. So I'm pointing and calling that when I'm going to work out, that will be every day, and at what time, it will be at 6 p.m. So once I have pointed and called out my actual action that I will be taking, it becomes really obvious that I am going to do it. And in my mind gets molded that I have to work out at 6 p.m. The second thing that you can do is make it obvious is to track it against a habit that you are already doing. For example, if I have to work out every day and I have, let's say, my everyday habit is to walk from office to home. So after, on top of that, what I can say is after I walk from office to home, I will work out. So I'm stacking my new habit on top of an existing habit. So this is called habit stacking. You can work on implementing habit stacking for any of your habits. The second law of behavioral change is to make it attractive. How do you make it attractive? So the idea is to bundle the habits that you want to do by giving in a certain temptation. For example, if I have to have dinner every day, okay, because I need to do that, but I also want to work out. So the needs and the wants, when they're combined, it's called a temptation bundling. So the rule to build in a new habit or a good habit, a small trick, is to combine your wants and your needs and say that whatever I want to do, I will do, and only after that I will do what I need to do. So for example, if I have to work out every day and I need to have dinner every day, I will say that I will have my dinner after I work out. Or if I'll say after I work out, I will have my dinner. So I am putting my wants ahead of my needs, and that is how I am pushing myself to work out towards my habit. And once it becomes a particular routine for me, because every day I'm having dinner, before that I realize that, oh, I have to work out, only then I'll have dinner. So it automatically becomes a habit. Law of behavioral change is to make it easy. We all know that it becomes really difficult in our day-to-day jobs. When we are working, we have busy lives, we have a lot of things to take care of. It becomes really easy to lose sight of what you want to do. So in this world of a lot of friction, what we are going to do is reduce the friction for our habits. For example, if I have to work out, okay, every day, the biggest roadblock for me, or the biggest friction for me, is the laziness that I feel to even get ready for the gym. Getting ready for the gym is the friction that I have. So what I started doing was keeping my workout clothes ready a previous night itself. So I bring them out and I put them out on the table, so that I know that the minute I come back from office, the first thing that I see is the workout clothes. So I automatically know that, okay, I have to change and I have to work out. And trust me, this has helped. So reducing the friction is the biggest thing that you can do to make your habit building activities easy. The fourth law of behavioral change talks about making it rewarding, making it satisfying. Now, what does that mean? We work really hard towards our habits. We want to achieve our goals based on those habits. So what will help us is to have a small ritual that every time you complete something, have it or give yourself a reward. Okay, now a reward could be really simple. For example, I could say that if I am working out for a week, I will have, let's say, a burger on Sunday. Or if I work out for the entire month, I will have a pizza towards the end of it. So basically, I'm motivating myself, but motivation also needs to be in small pieces, because if I end up eating pizza every 10 days, let's face it, I'm not going to lose any weight. So basically, the rewards also should be in a manner that makes sense for the habits that you're trying to build. They shouldn't be against what you're trying to achieve. So make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it rewarding. Now, does this mean that everybody can build upon any kind of habits that they want to? Actually not. What James Clear talks about is that every person or every habit that you're trying to build actually has a lot to do with the kind of genetics that you have. For example, since childhood, my father tried a lot to teach me swimming, but come what may, I was never able to learn how to swim. And my brothers did it really fast. So they learned really fast. And the other girls in my school also learned how to swim really fast, but not me. So I realized that there's probably something that's not comforting me when I'm swimming, which is why I'm not able to learn it. So it's not easy to pick up every habit and master it, but what does help is to analyze what you're really good at and what you want to achieve. Combine both of those, and once you start mastering the habit that comes naturally to you, you will be able to become and build that habit for life. I hope you really enjoyed this video and learned a lot about the book, even though you would have not read it. This kind of summarizes the main idea or the gist of the book. So I really hope you enjoyed. I'll come back soon with the next book summary. But until then, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.